Hello guys, my name is Mubashir Ansari and today we are going to analyze oh, NSDL stock which is recently launched its IPO. So let's start with this technicals. NSDL. We are going to analyze this stock using the chat GPT and screener. So let's open the full chart. Okay, so as we can see that it is recently listed around with the base price of around 880 on 6th August, and now it is up by the around 33%, and the listing gain we can say that around 56, I mean, or 60%, which is good sign. And let's go with the screener and let's analyze its fundamentals. National Securities Depository Limited. Hmm, looks like I am not logging in. Just skip this part. So let's search NSDL, National Securities Depository Limit. Okay. The current stock P is 70, around 71, and the industry P is 56, which shows that the stock is currently overvalued. And as we know that the after listing the stock uh, jumps a lot, and it is better to buy after the correction. So it is normal for the every stock that it can be go higher in terms of P. So return capital employed and return on equity looks like they have some depth through which they are generating some returns also, and with this is quite not good as if we compare with other industry. This peers promoter holding is 0. That is a very negative flag. We are going to analyze the promoter holding pattern, then we can comment on that. Not now. Interest coverage ratio is quite good, and EPS growth is quite low. That's bad sign. Quick ratio is also low. That's very bad sign for the company. And debt to equity, as we said, that the company might be having some debt. Sales growth for the 5 years, that's huge. That's very great. Every dividend payout is 9.15. Okay, and EV to EBITDA is quite too much high. Means the total value of the company is 48 times 49 times of the company's core profit. Okay, let's quickly compare with the CDSL, KFN Technology Cam Services, and these are the two depositories. Oh, sorry, we haven't analyzed or saw the business model of the company. So basically, NSDL is incorporated in 2012. National Securities Depository Limited provided the electronic infrastructure for dematerialization of securities and facilitate electronic settlements of trade in Indian securities market. Okay. Business overview: NSDL is a SEBI registered market infrastructure institution (MII) offering a range of products and services to Indian financials and securities market. Services that NSDL provide is maintaining allotment and transfer of ownership records. Means it is a demat. It is a custodian, account opening and management, settlement of market and off market transfer, dematerialization of the securities, and issuers with carrying out corporate actions, pledge of securities, and margin pledge. Okay. The revenue model of the company is NSDL core deposit service generate revenue through the annual custody fees. Okay. They provide custodian service for which they charge custody fees. to issuers of the securities and annual maintenance fees. Also, the main way through which they generate revenues, annual maintenance is charged to the deposit participants. For corporate accounts managed on the deposit platforms, a standardized annual fees is levied per corporate account. Okay. Additionally, an NSDL collects transaction fees from the depository participants and issuance of the operations conducted via its depository system. Okay. So basically, it's provide a custodian services and for which they charge some fees, and this is their main core business. Okay. So let's compare with the CDSL. So net profit. Let's start with the change in quarterly sales variance, that is in negative. PAG is quite also high as compared to CDSL, and APS for the 12 months is also low. Sales variance for the 5 years is quite similar. Profit variance 5 years is quite low. Interest coverage is low as they are generating less profit as here. That's why their interest coverage ratio is low as compared to them, but it is not a big concern. Current market price to the book value. So basically, book value, we don't have book value. That's why we are not able to calculate this. EV to EBITDA is quite also high. Current market price to sales means for each rupee of sales, how much price investors are willing to pay. That is 16 times. That's huge. But if we compare with the CDSL, it is quite low, and ROE is also low, and ROC also low. So let's go with the quarterly results. Company sales is going down from March quarter to the June, and operating profit is higher. That means operating profit is margin has been increased. Interest obligation is quarterly increased. That's not a big concern now. Okay, let's go with the profit and loss account. So sales growth for the from 2020 to 2025, let's year on year, it is quite in positive. That means from within 5 years, the sales has been increased by the around 5 times, and expenses. Let's go with the manufacturing cost. I don't think so. There is any kind of manufacturing cost. Maybe for software development and all. Employee cost is a major concern for this kind of industry, which has been reduced. Means companies been improving their efficiency. Operating profit margin is reduced because the other costs have been increasing over the years, as we can observe that, which is a major concern, which leads to the operating profit margin has been reduced. Otherwise, the manufacturing cost and employee cost has been reduced over the years. And interest obligation is quite they are not big concern here. And profit before tax is 3 times as we compare from 2020. Means within 5 years they have tripled their profit. Dividend payout, they are consistently paying the dividends. Okay, that's good sign. Compounded sales growth for the 5 years 34%. That's good. Compounded profit growth for the 5 years also very nice. Return on equity for the 5 years also good. Okay, so equity capital, they have just raised the equity. Okay, reserves have been increasing over the years. That's very good sign. And borrowings, lease liability. Basically, they are taking assets on lease. That's a very good sign for the company. Means they are not having any long-term borrowings. Fixed assets. Looks like they are continuously purchasing fixed assets. That's very good. Computers. Okay. Furnitures and fittings. Okay. Accumulated current work in progress. Okay. Investment. They are continuously doing investment, which is very good sign for the company. Trade receivables over the 6 months is not quite high. under the 6 months is quite because this is not a credit type of business, so basically there is no chance that they are having a six over this 6 month receivers. Okay, provision for they are also taking some provision for the doubtful debts. Okay, cash and cash equivalent. Okay, so slightly good. So cash from operating activity plus compare with the net profit 500, 600, and 11, 12, 1200 crores. So from 2023. Okay, 2 and 2, 5, 5, 8, 8, and appreciation 8 and 9, 12 means they have collected some receivables here from debtors. So that means their cash is actually coming in and investing cash from investing activities. They have as we observe that they are continuously buying the buildings and all. Investment purchase, they are also doing investments. That's very good for the company. Cash from the financial dividends, they are paying dividend too. As we, okay, debtor days is quite low over the years because this is not some company which gives uh, which says some goods on credit. It is just a security transaction and custodian fees and all. Let's observe the shareholding part. So basically, FIIs holds around 50% as per the RBI rule, and DI is around 44%, and public is 40%. Let's see, is there any major news about the company? No news, important, no, recent announcement of valuation earning quarter. Okay. So basically, as per my recommendation, and the stock's financial is quite good, but if we compare with the CDSL, if we compare with the CDSL, then the CDSL is quite more better stock as compared to NSDL. As per the it is ratios and technicals and all. What is CDSL and NSDL? Both are expensive. If you take my recommendation, both are expensive. We need to wait for the correction before buying them. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.